Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
And welcome to the Chateau de Lalanders 2020 Advent Calendar. Every single member of the Chateau household is going to be involved in these videos.
Marie with the florals.
Yes, there'll be Kat in the kitchen.
Yeah, and Selma.
Yes, he'll be doing a bit of Christmas carpentry, so there's a lot to look forward to. In a chateau, there is so much decorating to do in preparation for Christmas.
Yeah.
So I hope that you enjoy following us over the next few days as we get this chateau perfectly ready for Christmas.
It's a lot of fun making these.
So much fun, and I hope that you enjoy watching them and that you find a lot of inspiration for the season ahead. Welcome to day 12 of Advent here at the Chateau de Lalanders, where we're all super happy because the channel hit 100,000 subscribers.
Amazing!
Yeah.
Oh.
Just happened this morning. But I wanted to tell you all straight away, and actually I've given you a little sneak peek of tomorrow's video because today we're filming a little Scandinavian tradition. So Marie is heavily involved in leading us all in her tradition today, but we won't tell you what it is, and you'll find out tomorrow. Now I will leave you with what we filmed yesterday, which is a Christmassy Q&A answering the questions that many of you sent in for all of us.
Cheers.
And cheers for that. Cheers. We have some questions that are for everybody, and we'll start with that. It might be fun to ask everyone if they have a weird family Christmas tradition, a bit like Philip's specular sandwich thing.
It's a Dutch thing, apparently.
You weirdo.
Apparently it's a Dutch thing. I was reading the comments and people have said that. It's very common.
They do that. Well, it was not really a weird tradition, it was like a normal tradition that Santa Claus was coming when my brother and me were little.
Yes.
And it was usually my father. Of course, we would have recognized him, so he was wearing a mask. And it was so horrible, it was so scary. So the tradition was basically that every year when Santa Claus knocked on the door, I was crying.
That's a nice memory.
So scary, so scary. Yeah, that was the tradition, 7 years.
Maybe not that odd, but we're a very choral family, so Christmas is all about the singing for us. So midnight mass, which is the service on Christmas Eve at midnight. So Christmas Day starts at about 1 a.m. after we've finished midnight mass, and then
1
and then the whole choir goes to someone's house, and then Christmas Day starts with Christmas Day service, and the whole choir comes back to church, and we sing all the same songs.
We do it all family and friends. We go on first Christmas Day to a nice place, a hotel, restaurant, and have a brunch in the afternoon.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, so that takes a couple of hours, and it is very nice. And there's always music, live music, so you also can dance because the whole family of Mike is all dancers. So we'll do that every Christmas Day.
And what sort of food do you have? What kind of restaurant is it?
I think it's a restaurant where you can choose a lot of different foods. So it's like pick whatever you want. So
buffet.
Yeah, like a buffet.
Oh, that's great. And then you dance.
Yeah, and then we dance.
That's brilliant.
Dîner dansant I liked it.
We'll have to do a little bit of dancing here on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Well, it would be nice, yes.
I would like to know everybody's earliest or first memory.
I definitely remember my mother asking me, would it be okay, do you think, if you had a little brother? Yeah. And then ran off. And I remember they were really, really worried that I was going to hate him. So I remember being read so many books about what it's like to have a little brother. And
how do you get on with your brother now?
no, he's got the perfect older sibling. Clearly, no one read him the same books about being a younger sibling.
Yeah, my first memory, because I had two old brothers. And I always liked to have my own place and quiet. So my brothers were always busy and taking my toys away. And I was like, we had a little...
A playpen.
Yeah, playpen. So I always was to my mother, Mom, can you please put me in there? And so she sat me in there. I could sit there the whole day with Mom. And then my brothers couldn't get my stuff. Oh, I was fine with that.
The kids' version of your camper van.
Yeah. I still like it. I still like a small room with all my things.
I'm safe in here. Yeah. My earliest memory is of my pushchair. So I think I must have been about 2, and it was red and white stripes, and I loved it because I hated walking. I really liked the pushchair.
You want one now? We can push you.
Quite lovely. The thing about the pushchair is that it had a little clear plastic top that came down when it was raining, and that's what I loved the most, because then I was like in a little pod and you could hear the rain, you could see out, but you were like in a little house but on the move at the same time. But what irritated me is that the little plastic thing didn't come over my feet. So my feet were sticking out, which kind of ruined the whole feeling of being in a little house on the move. That's my earliest memory.
Phoning my grandparents and learning their phone number by heart.
Which is?
Well,
Can you still recite it?
Yeah, it's no longer in use, but it's 3641645.
Ah.
Do you want to know how old I am? My first phone number was Bruiseyard 627.
Nice.
3 digits.
3 digits.
Wow.
These are really disparate memories so far. We've got arrival of a sibling.
Yeah,
so
being
yours
told
is quite
off.
grand. No, well, yours is like the Annunciation. There's a child.
I
will be
wouldn't
born.
refer to my brother as Christ. Annoyingly, he was born on Easter Sunday as well. So there were already enough comparisons. My mother was just furious because it meant she missed Easter Sunday service and she was really looking forward to singing.
Okay, ready everyone? What is everyone's favourite Christmas tradition?
Wassailing. Good old wassailing. Basically, every year, my dad's favourite pub, which is inexplicably known, my dad's favourite pub, which is known to us as the Knicker Shop.
The Knicker Shop. You're going to have to explain a little bit.
Previously, what was in that location was a lingerie shop. And it's still owned by the same guy, but all his lingerie sales went online. So it's like, what am I going to do with this space? So he opened a really tiny little pub. And every year we just get like 6 of our friends, but every year it gets more and more because more people want to be invited, and we all sing. And none of the pub regulars know what's going on. I don't think anyone at the pub enjoys it apart from us. We're like, when is this singing going to stop so we can carry on with our nice quiet pint? Because Trevor, the pub landlord, is very strict about his pub. It's no TVs, no music.
Music,
yeah, and no games. So there's no like football table
It's a
or
chatting
darts.
pub.
It's a rates very highly with old men who take their beer very seriously. No one in the pub cares about the singing, but we do, and my mum takes it more and more seriously every year, like printing off sheet music, making sure it goes in a folder, making sure it's been hole punched so it fits in the folder in order. Right, who's going to conduct this one? Like, extremely serious.
Very seriously.
Yeah. And it usually ends with curry at our house and merriment. And then we do exactly the same thing but around the piano at our house. All my favourite Christmas traditions involve singing and drinking in equal measure.
You're singing and you're dancing.
Yeah, we're always dancing and go out and drinking, yeah.
Yeah.
Dancing and drinking.
And then you can out to the club later at night.
You actually go out to a nightclub on Christmas.
Yeah.
Me too.
Really?
Not the first one. But
Not Christmas Eve?
It was more for family and friends. But then the second Christmas day, then we had to go out to the club. Dancing and drinking.
That's brilliant. I mean, mine sounds less extreme in that we end the night, all of us extremely rowdy, round the piano, probably yelling out the Messiah. I
So niche.
truly believe I've done my best singing at 3 a.m. around that piano.
Yeah, having all my family together, I think, and we're going for a barbecue or something like that, and yeah, but to know that we were all together. All together.
Yeah.
I mean, you're German. You invented Christmas.
Yeah, not my family, no. I think the favorite moment of Christmas is, like you said, also when the whole family gathers together. In my case, that's not 50 people, it's only 7. But when all of us come together, open the presents.
Growing up, my parents were in the nursing home, and so obviously we lived in the nursing home, and they had to be with the residents all day. It was a really busy day to make a nice Christmas for the residents. So I didn't really spend the day with my parents, but I did have them to myself in the morning when they would wake me up to open my presents with me before the day started. So for me, that's Christmas. That's sitting,
moment.
that's it. Sitting with my family, opening presents. That's the day, and then just being able to sit completely by myself all afternoon playing probably with Barbies actually at the time, and I think I still like that. But having a big meal is now a huge part of it too. Eating. Well, that leads us on to the next question, actually, which is, what is your favourite Christmas food?
My mum filled, you say, eggs?
Oh yes.
Yeah, that was one of the things that I cannot miss on the table.
And is that with mayonnaise and the egg yolk?
Yeah, tuna I think she puts as well. She makes a few little things, and it was cannot miss.
Do that this year,
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's bring in some of your traditions too.
Okay, yeah, I will do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
œuf mimosa we call that in France.
How?
Œuf mimosa.
Okay, I like the mimosa word.
Yeah. We'll have other mimosas as well. on Christmas Day, actually. We'll have both types of mimosas.
Yeah, that's nice.
We have it's called kerststol. Kerststol. It's bread with raisins and nuts, and there is how do you
A
call it?
marzipan.
Inside.
The almond paste in the middle.
In the middle. And then it's powder over it, and then in the morning with thick butter. And then, it's...
Do you know what, Selma? I think they sell that at Lidl. Because we don't do
I know.
that.
Yeah, we have to
England.
have that.
Right, we'll get it. We're going to get
Yeah.
some of that for Christmas morning for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to get that. We need to get the œuf mimosa for Natty. I need to make a little list.
We have a lot of really good Christmas cookies in Germany.
Okay, you're going to have to show us. Do you know how to make them?
Yeah, even vegan versions of them.
Really? I think we need to get Mandy in the kitchen.
Yeah, sounds good.
Would you mind showing us?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
So the best ones, in my opinion, are
Lebkuchen.
those are also really good, but they are not really the Christmas cookies like the Plätzchen.
Oh, really?
Those are more like Vanillekipferl or Zimtsterne. Those are the two
Zimtsterne.
best kinds.
So, Mandy, your favourite foods are the biscuits,
Yes, definitely.
which will show us how to make.
Yes.
So we can join in with that.
Yeah, you can make those,
I might be quite flexible with the question and say galette de roi, which is technically Epiphany. You can only get it in January. It's a French pastry filled with almond paste.
Frangipani.
Yeah.
And the pastry's puff pastry. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
So you'll just have to be back by the 6th of January, Kat.
Yes.
Because Kat is going to be at home, well,
Yeah.
presumably in the Knicker pub,
Yes.
singing.
Yeah, I will, hopefully.
And what about raisin buns? Because we haven't. That's what they
Hot
call.
cross buns.
What?
Those are for
That's Easter.
Oh, is that Easter?
Yes.
Well,
You see both British people going, what?
in the Netherlands, they sell them the whole year round. And my best friend was dating someone from London, actually. And when she came to the Netherlands, she was like, oh, you sell these all year round? But I thought it was for Christmas, but it's for Easter.
It's for Easter.
I have something very important to add, because I'm not only doing the eggs, mimosa's egg, this year, but the most incredible thing, the sweet table in Argentina, you cannot miss mantecol. Mantecol is a brand,
Okay.
but it's with peanut butter, kind of chocolate marmoladed inside. It's amazing. And I just found a recipe.
Oh.
I will try to do it.
Yes.
I will try to do it. That's something that I cannot miss.
So we're going to
Yeah.
discover new traditions
Yeah,
this year.
that's fantastic.
My favourite food at Christmas is definitely Christmas dinner itself. I never, during the rest of the year sit down and have turkey, stuffing, roast potatoes, gravy, cranberry sauce, chipolatas wrapped in bacon.
The gravy is amazing.
Yeah, all together at the same time. Gravy, bread sauce. I never really bother making bread sauce any of the rest of the time. And we quite often have a goose as well, because there's usually a lot of us for Christmas here. I've ordered a turkey crown, so that's hopefully coming. We'll have some food if it turns up. And I just love that meal. For me, it's the savoury side that's the most exciting about Christmas.
I remember my Christmas in England, in Somerset, and it was amazing food.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love it.
I hope you'll say that about this year.
Yeah, well,
I wish you were with us, because I have a sneaky suspicion that Kat probably makes the best Christmas dinner. I'm sure you do, because you're amazing at roast. You're amazing at all the vegetables that go with it. Yeah, you would
it's
make
very
the
good.
best Christmas dinner.
I think in the Netherlands it's quite common to gourmet. Well,
Gourmet.
gourmetten.
Oh, every time I say something in Dutch or German, and then Mandy and Philip correct me, yeah, that's what I said, even though it's so different. And I just it makes Mandy laugh more and more every time.
The thing is, actually, Philip's such a stickler for pronunciation.
What?
You're such a stickler for pronunciation. So,
I'm
and
not.
you'll say a Dutch word, I don't know, alsjeblieft, and I'll go alsjeblieft, and he'll go, no, alsjeblieft. I go, yeah,
It's the
alsjeblieft.
same what I'm
No,
saying.
not alsjeblieft, alsjeblieft. It sounds as if you're saying exactly the same thing.
You were saying two different words the other day. Two completely different words.
Yeah.
But to be fair, Philip holds himself to the same standards. So he'll say something in English that can be said either way. You know, either, and you go, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No, yeah.
If you understand it.
Scone or scone? Is it? What? It doesn't matter, Philip. You can say either or scone or scone.
Tomato.
Exactly, let's cool the whole thing off.
Yes. But like gourmetten is where there's in the middle of the table there's a little machine kind of with a grill on top. Everyone has a little pan and there's like platters with meat and vegetables and other things. You can put it in with a little butter, plant-based butter in my case. Just, you literally cook your own food. That's what a lot of Dutch families do during Christmas.
Before Christmas, I go to the Lidl. Get the machine.
The machine.
Get the machine.
It shall henceforth be known as the machine.
The next question, it leads on from all of the others. Favourite Christmas childhood memory? Oh, Selma. Big enthusiasm from Selma.
Yeah, when it was snowing, we couldn't wait to get outside with the sleigh ride. So I lived nearby little hills. So snow and the childhood were so exciting to get outside. And it was the whole day I was outside on the sleigh. So it was so great. And if it was frozen, then I was skating all day also. So that was my greatest memory. Snow and ice.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Being outside.
being outside. Yeah.
Funnily enough, my parents getting back from midnight mass slightly happy. When we were kids, we must have been, I think we were about 6 or 7. And I remember being lifted out of my bed and put in my parents' bed and didn't wake up at all.
That's your last memory, was going into your parents' bed.
Yeah, then like sort of waking up in my parents' bed, hearing what to me sounded like reindeer on the roof. That I was convinced were actually mooses. Mooses. Yeah, I couldn't tell the difference between reindeer and moose and still can't. So-
Moose are a lot bigger. They're massive. I mean, you'd really hear
Okay.
that clomping around on a roof.
That's what I thought I could hear on the roof. And then I woke up again, but this time I was in a bunk bed. And my parents had got back from midnight mass feeling rather tipsy and decided they were going to build the bunk bed that they'd bought for me and my brother and put us in it so we'd wake up in a bunk bed on Christmas Day.
That seems like a hazard.
You'd think so.
No one knew they were on the top bunk when they woke up.
I'm just going to go to the toilet. Oh, wow. Did you fall?
No, I didn't. No, I just woke up extremely shocked. Okay, so that's my favourite
Really
childhood memory.
sweet. I love it.
Waking up in the top bunk. Yeah.
I guess my favorite part of Christmas as a child was when the Weihnachtsmann, the Santa Claus, was gone.
And you could stop crying.
He left the gift? Yes. That ugly man.
Yeah, he left the gifts and we can open our gifts. Yeah, probably as a child that was the best part.
I'm loving your Christmas memories, Mandy. I'm so glad we're having this chat. Actually, genuinely, thank you everyone for sending these questions because we're learning a lot about each other's Christmases.
You're great.
Christmas is when I got a little bit older, stick in my mind more because when I was 13, we moved to our first home that we had for just the family. Up until then, I'd always lived in nursing homes for as long as I could remember. And so after that, I kind of took over Christmas because my mother doesn't believe in making an enormous fuss about it and not putting up decorations that just need to be taken down again. So from the age of 13, I was like, right.
Myself.
Yeah, let's decorate a massive tree. And then I think that's when all of my memories really properly kick in of just having beautiful tree, wonderful decorations, all the little lights. So they're more generalized Christmas memories rather than one in particular that stands out. And
I
you?
think I have the same, like not one particular moment, but more spending time with my grandparents and decorating their house and seeing that makes them happy, that makes me happy.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
decorating is quite a big one for you
Yeah.
because you talk about that a lot when you talk about past Christmases.
Yeah.
And I think I really like the quiet moments at Christmas as well. When, for example, if someone's given you an amazing book, you found a book in your stocking or something, being able to just sit down, curl up with the book and read that.
Maybe it was the Harry Potter books
Oh,
that I got. So I had already read the first one and was a massive fan. And then on because I got to it quite late, so it was already 3 books out, published. So on Christmas for Christmas I got part 2 and 3.
oh, so you had
That was-
so much ahead of you.
So and then the rest of the Christmas time I was like away in my room reading it. Yeah, I think that just sticks out.
I'm looking at you, Kat, because I think you might just have told us this. But what was your favourite Christmas gift ever? Was it that bunk bed?
That's the one that sticks out most in my memory. My godfather was an excellent gift giver. How much closer are you going to get? Is that better?
I'm coming really into
Yeah?
this. Yeah.
Hello. One year he gave me an enormous marble run. You know what those are?
Oh, yes.
It's basically lots of, plastic pieces that you build together to make something that a marble will...
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And that was brilliant. And then another year he gave me a Tinkerbell dress that became the most beloved Tinkerbell dress in the neighbourhood because I wore it a lot and absolutely loved it. And then it went to our neighbours and then it came back to us and my brother was obsessed with it for a while. There was nothing else he'd rather wear. Yeah.
Your brother is hating you right now.
Oh, yeah. Furious.
Do you remember any gifts in particular?
No, we didn't do gifts with Christmas.
Of course, you did them at
We
Sinterklaas.
did it with Sinterklaas. Christmas was not about, in Holland for us, about Santa Claus. But we always did it with Sinterklaas. So with Sinterklaas, I always get, because I played a lot of soccer when I was young. So I always get the soccer shoes and a new ball. Because they were, one year they were totally finished. So that's for me, but then with Sinterklaas.
My brother always got the Lego,
Yes.
not only Christmas but generally. So I was really happy when I also got some Lego, so I didn't need to steal his all the time. I had my own. Yeah.
Yeah, Lego is amazing. I was the same with my cousins. When I'd have Christmas with my cousins, they would always get Lego.
Yeah.
And then it's like, right, the afternoon's activities are cancelled whilst I steal my cousin's Lego and play with it. Because he was always too
Before
young.
yeah.
Yeah, I think his father wanted to play with it. So he'd buy it for his, 3-year-old child, but it'd be a super complex thing that needed hours of putting together, which meant that I was usually allowed to have a massive go at the Lego.
I love Playmobil. So there was this one year my parents bought me a Playmobil house. It was like one of the modern looking ones, and I was really happy with that.
You can imagine.
Yeah.
I think toys. When I think back, for me it was
Yeah, for the
always
child,
Barbies. But also, and I think this is a good opportunity to apologise to my cousins. So Jonathan and Amory, if you're watching this, I'm sorry because I didn't just steal your Lego. I always played with your Playmobil as well on Christmas Day. They had great things. They had like the pirate ship. They got amazing presents.
Have you ever
Yeah,
heard about pin and pon?
Pin and pon?
Pin and pon.
Pin and pon.
Pinipon in Argentina. Pinipon.
Pinipon, no?
Yeah, they are kind of like Playmobil, but shorter and more rounded. Yeah, and I have that.
Oh.
And it was amazing as well.
We have a 2-part question now. What do you miss most about Christmas in your own country? And which country would you like to celebrate Christmas in future one day?
Yeah, I have that.
Oh, you got both?
Yes.
Oh, Natty's away.
First, what I miss from Argentina is not to be wearing all these clothes because it's summer there.
So I'll put the heating up.
Yeah, the nice weather, I guess.
Yeah.
But I really love to be in a warm place for Christmas. It's like, I grew up watching movies, so that's the second question. New York. Next year, I will
New
be
York
in New
for
York.
Christmas.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when COVID isn't happening and
Yeah.
everyone can be out on the streets and it can be
This
out
was
supposed to be
one of on my to-do list as well. Christmas
Yeah.
at the Laland. So this year is
happening
happening.
this year.
And next year is going to be
New York.
New York.
What do I miss about... Oh, and I can answer straight away. What I miss about England for Christmas is the cream. Just before Christmas, they sell the most amazing creams in the supermarket. They'll have like brandy butter and Courvoisier cream and all different thicknesses with different liqueurs
What's wrong
mixed
with the
in.
French people?
Clotted
Why
cream.
Why
I
they
don't
have
know.
cream here.
Amazing food, but don't have those incredible creams. And I think that's by far the thing I miss the most. I'm not sure that there is another country I specifically want to celebrate Christmas in. I think I like being at home for Christmas. I like being here.
The magic of Laland.
Yeah, because I love travelling. You know, I'm constantly travelling the rest of the year. So for me, Christmas is a time to get everyone together here.
Even with the cold.
Even with the cold. Yeah, for me that's part of
Yeah.
Christmas because it's
Yeah.
what I grew up with.
Yeah.
So I'm exactly where I want to be this Christmas.
Well,
So what about you? What do you miss from the Netherlands?
Not specific traditions or anything like that. Christmas markets, I miss that.
the markets are so
would
good.
I
love
usually
to go
went to Aachen in Germany. Miss that. I miss my grandparents. And other than that, I would love. Well, my mum really wants to spend Christmas in Norway one year.
Yeah.
She's always wanted to do that, so I'm down to do that.
Yeah, with the snow.
Yeah.
Well, you can come with
Amazing.
me to New York, you know? There's snow there too.
Well,
As usually so.
if you insist.
That's next Christmas sorted.
Missing not really like something about traditions, but really with my mother and friends. Yeah, that is what I really
Yes,
miss.
yes.
Really struggle with that.
And your mother's going to be with your brother this year.
Yes, yes, and it's children, so that would be nice.
Yeah.
But I missed it.
No, I can imagine. I miss Mummy this year.
Yeah.
She doesn't like having Christmas with me. But I love having Christmas. No, that's true. That's genuinely true. No, my mother genuinely doesn't like having Christmas with me because she says I make far too much fuss. Yes, and she
My
doesn't
type.
want a fuss.
You see, in that case, we are not similar because I love Christmas.
Love
much
making
as
a fuss at Christmas?
Yeah, I love it.
But whenever Mummy is forced or tricked into spending Christmas with me, at the end of Christmas, she always gets quite emotional and goes, "Thank you for making it so special."
Oh.
But then by the beginning of December the following year, of course I don't want to have Christmas with you. Ridiculous fuss over nothing. Every year, the same story. Every year. Is there any other country that you would like to celebrate Christmas in one day?
I want to visit every country, but I didn't see yet. So, but it's not with Christmas. I want to be with friends and family, and I like to travel then in January to some.
Yes,
Not
yes.
With Christmas, I like to be with.
I'm
friends
like
and
you,
family.
Selma. It's same, yeah. Home for Christmas and then off travelling.
Yes.
If you were to stay here, for example, at Christmas, what would you miss about Germany?
Probably my family,
Yeah.
my cat.
You can.
Yeah, and I think where I would like to spend Christmas, or the place that I would like to see at Christmas, is London.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I can imagine it must be beautiful. I've lived there before, but I left for Christmas because I spent it in Germany. So yeah, I think I would like to spend Christmas.
I love all the
London
shop
once.
windows, all lit up, all the
everything,
decorations.
all the lights, and
yeah, it's pretty.
Next question is for Kat.
Is it?
A profound question, Kat. Why are all you lovely people single?
Absolutely no idea. Beats me. Absolute mystery. Sherlock Holmes is on the case. He'll be letting us know shortly.
But in all seriousness, we do have a question saying, how are your love lives?
Your face.
OTO.
And what does OTA mean?
Open to office.
My love life is tickety-boo. The British answer to that. How's your life? Love
Can I
life,
have
Natty.
that port over there?
See, I knew she went for it. What?
How is
Philip.
your love life?
My love life is fine.
Thank you very
Fine.
much.
That's private.
Great.
Great. Well, that's the best so far. I
Yeah.
would say that's the most positive answer yet.
How's Diesel's love life?
Oh yes, I can't believe we didn't ask Diesel. Diesel,
He's
how
been
is
very
your
fun.
love life?
That's private too.
Oh,
It's private too. Okay, Diesel.
I thought he was gonna date Susanna's dog.
He can choose himself, not that they push something.
He doesn't like
No, he
matchmaking.
doesn't like matchmaking.
Okay, well, fair enough. Yeah, he's a very strong-willed dog.
I think so.
Yeah, we've just got to let him find love on his own.
Yes.
A very easy question next. What are your ages and star signs?
I'm 32, and I am Leo.
Same as me! Yay!
Birthday?
Yeah, no, I'm not Leo, but
is
I
your
am
birthday?
32.
I am 25. I am a Libra.
You
Yeah.
sure? You sound
Yes.
a little bit.
I'm never sure. I can never remember them, but I'm pretty sure I'm Libra. 10th of October. Because I'm a 10 out of 10.
I'm from 68, and I'm a bull in the sun, and I'm a Scorpio in the moon.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm 24 and a Virgo.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. I'm 45 years old and I'm a Leo. Natty.
Hi, I'm Natty.
It's like AA.
Yeah, I'm 38.
Question.
So I'm Aquarius.
Is that you as a mermaid?
We're going to do a quick fire questions for Steph section now, apparently.
How's Jerry? He's missed.
Jerry is super well. He's not coming for Christmas, sadly, because the flights have all been cancelled between England and France on Ryanair, and he's not going to drive all this way by himself. But he is very, very well, and I miss him, and I wish he were here at Christmas.
Yeah, me too.
Who will be having Christmas dinner with you this year? Will lockdown ruin anyone's plans for joining you?
Well, we don't quite know yet, but it looks as though there's a few of us.
Yeah.
So Samar will be here, Natty will be here.
We'll be a total of 16.
16 people.
Yeah, on
yes.
Christmas Day.
Because Michael and Ruth are coming, and then Davey, the garden architect.
Yeah.
We're keeping our fingers crossed that Michael Petherick is going to be able to come at some point in the Christmas season. Everyone coming is going to have a COVID test on their way here. We're just keeping as safe as possible, but we have to wait until we know exactly what the rules are. They keep changing them closer to the time.
Yeah.
If it's possible, we'll be 16.
When will we get another tour of the chateau and all of its new changes? I'm so excited to see the entry. Its wallpaper seems so lovely.
Well, we can't show a full reveal of the entrance hall until it's been seen on Escape to the Chateau DIY in England, and that will maybe be in the spring. And then we can do another big tour.
Oh wow, I thought it was November.
Yeah, so I thought so too, but no, not yet.
Will the fountain not get damaged by frost?
It won't
We
get
try
damaged
not to.
it won't get damaged by frost because it's been emptied.
How about a gender crossing party? All men as women and all women as men.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Maybe.
Maybe.
Bye.
No, Selma doesn't like that.
We've got the hair, Selma. I would love to know what the next big project to be done at Lalanders is. I love seeing the before and after.
So most people know what the next huge projects are because they're ongoing and they're long-time projects, and that's the chapel and the lake. And hopefully the chapel will be started really soon now. But we're obviously trying to do other projects alongside those because they're very long term and we need to see progress in the meantime. We're going to be looking at the China pantry and the arrière cuisine. It's storage. We're really focusing on storage at the moment. So a lovely place for the China for all of the things we need to store in the kitchen. I would like to make this room into a proper library with bookshelves all the way around. And we also have the terrace, which is a huge project coming up because it needs to be reinforced this winter and then paved next year.
Maybe I will convince Michael when he comes to start the swimming pool in some point before summer.
If you talk to Michael Potts, you've absolutely got him on side. He loves the idea of that. So there's a lot of projects. There's also a couple of secret projects that are going to be filmed for the next season of Escape to the Chateau DIY that I can't talk about. So there's a lot of exciting things happening at the moment. It's going to be a fun winter.
I would like to ask Stephanie, why does your chateau not have a main entrance and has this unique layout?
Yes, it's very unusual. There's no big grand entrance with a huge staircase. And we think it's because of the fire. There probably was one before the fire, which took out the wing that is now the wing where the kitchen and my bedroom are, sort of the central wing when you look at the courtyard. And we have the remodeled plans from the 19th century when they rebuilt, and they did plan a main entrance exactly where we are sitting now, with the door coming behind us. A huge grand door coming in here, vast staircase going up, and obviously something happened between having the plans made and actually doing the building work because they seem to have forgotten to put that bit in. They put the staircase where it is now and no grand entrance around it. We don't know why they made that decision. It's just one of the quirks of Lalande. And weirdly for me, although don't get me wrong, I would love a chateau with a huge grand staircase. They're beautiful.
But this feels more like a home.
Yeah, it feels very friendly and informal.
Yeah.
Which I like.
When it's not COVID around, it's nice to see people coming inside the chateau for
Yeah, people just wander in through different doors.
And they can come inside the kitchen.
Yeah, I like it.
Were chateaux used year-round in the past, or more like a summer getaway home?
The chateau was used year-round a long time ago, up until the death of the Marquis before last. So the father of the Marquis who recently died, his father lived here until his death. And after that, the family used it as a summer home. But before that, it was lived in year-round. And people would have Parisian addresses too. So they would go up to Paris regularly, but this would be their main base.
Right. Stephanie, I need to know if you're using Philip Kingsley's hair elasticizer or possibly another brand. Your hair is looking gorgeous. Thank you so much.
Oh, yes, it is Philip Kingsley's hair elasticizer.
And
I am using it because Gabby, who had the most amazing hair, I mean, you have the most amazing hair. Gabby really had beautiful hair, and I asked her what she used, and she said it was a Philip Kingsley hair elasticizer, so I've been using that.
I still don't understand.
You don't know what we're talking about.
I don't understand why hair is supposed to be elastic.
So it doesn't break?
I need that.
It's not.
Actually,
It's not stretchy,
sister,
like rubber.
I need that.
Yours is so beautiful.
Well, there's a question about that as well. Natty, how do you keep your hair looking so shiny and beautiful?
Yes, we all want
No
to know.
idea. No idea. No idea, I swear.
What do you use?
What I can, well, I just use whatever. But what I can recommend is not to wash it every single day. That's my only recommendation.
Don't strip it too much.
Yeah.
We've had a quick hair washing and hair care poll in the room, which I will sum up for you. Selma washes his hair once a week, and the person who washes their hair most is
Me.
Yeah. 3
So
times
extra,
a week.
Yeah, 3
We're-
times a week at
we're
least.
3 times a week.
Yeah, 3 times a week. Yeah.
And everyone else is twice. So there we go. That's the hair washing process of people at Lalande.
Stephanie, would you make a Christmas music album of your singing?
I think we would really like to do
Yeah, I want to
something
join
in future.
Sure.
But with all of the filming of the Advent videos, I can't
Right.
imagine we're going to find spare time to release a Christmas CD this year. So is this the last question?
For today, yes. It is, my question is, as you all live and work at Laland, what is the one thing you'd each like to see happen there? A project of renovation or hope, wish, dream, either in the short term or long term?
Oh, Selma's put his hand up.
Yeah, of course you know what I'm going to say, Stephanie.
Oh, what are you going to say,
A
Selma?
beautiful tent in the, like a pergola with a wooden floor where we can dance in the summer.
Selma wants a dancing spot somewhere with a proper dance floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your big dream.
A library.
Yeah, yes, I'm with you.
Yeah. Yeah, I can just imagine this room like being lined with bookshelves and
It'd be wonderful.
ladders to reach the top shelf.
Yes.
I'm really excited to see the changes that are made to the gardener's cottage. The gardener's,
Nick and Maddie's.
yeah, Nick and Marie's
house.
because I'd say at the moment it's the place that is most in need of improvement.
Yes.
Is that a nice way of putting it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'd love to see the dramatic things that are going to happen in there. And then next you were talking about how excited you were to sort out the arrière cuisine.
Yes.
I'm really excited to see what happens in there because it's the room we probably spend all of us probably the most time in.
I would love to see the changes in the Marquis apartment someday. And then the loo.
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Having that as a lovely
That.
loo would
Yeah.
be really nice.
The area cuisine as well. And here with all the library around.
Yeah.
That would be so beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, everything. A little bit of everything, but all around. Yeah.
For me, it's my bedroom
Yeah.
being changed and the china pantry. Yeah, they're definitely the two I'm most excited about.
Yeah.
I think for me it's proper paneling.
Oh, paneling.
You two have a real thing at the moment for paneling.
Yeah, we're having a real
It's not
paneling
just at
phase.
the moment.
It's been,
I've
it's
always
been a
had a thing for
lifetime
paneling.
phase for me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty much a
It's a
lifetime.
passion.
Now when I see a movie,
Paneling. Paneling
It
passion.
has to be in the chateau paneling.
Yeah,
It does.
that's
a
what I
chateau
think.
needs
Yeah.
paneling. You're right, Selma.
every time I see a movie with a beautiful entrance hall or something,
Always
paneling,
Paneling.
look at that wall.
Yeah, exactly.
Paneling.
Yeah.
Okay. And this
I'm sorry.
genuinely does come up almost every time we watch a TV show or a film or anything that has a nice wallpaper or nice paneling. They are not listening to the dialogue. They're not looking at the
watching
action.
the
They're going, wow. Oh, look at that.
Furniture in general, like, oh,
Yeah.
that's a secretaire. That's a secretaire. So, who wants to open what? Who wants to open the beauty calendar?
You brought the advent calendar.
I
out.
did.
Yes.
Daily hair repair, damage remedy.
Oh, well, that's pretty much what we've been talking about all this time. You'll be one step ahead of us all, Mandy.
well.
I will love it. Give me this here.
Okay, what's going to be added to the garden next year, Selma?
It's like a pompoen.
Ooh, squash, lovely. Yeah, really nice.
Yeah, great.
I can't believe it's day 12 already.
Yeah.
We're halfway through Advent.
Yes.
It's incredible.
Stickers, tags, and inspiration. Over 100 illustrated quote stickers.
Oh, I love
yes.
quotes.
You will be seeing these all over the chateau in the coming days. It always seems impossible until it's done.
Exactly. That is so true.
This is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for sending all of those questions in. That was really fun. We've learnt a lot about each other.
Yeah.
Those of us having Christmas together now know what traditions we need to incorporate. So it's been lovely. There's so many other questions that we haven't had time to answer. So we enjoyed it so much we think we'll do a Q&A video maybe in January. I hope you're having a wonderful Advent wherever you are in the world, and we will see you again tomorrow from Lalanders. Thank you so much, all of you who've subscribed. It's made such a huge difference to all of us here. It's a very, very happy day at Lalanders. And we're going to have a very big party soon. I was being really superstitious, and I didn't want to plan the party before we actually had 100,000 subscribers, but now we can plan, and so probably next week you will see Lalanders' great 100k, 10k, 10k party. Yeah, which is to celebrate Summer having 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, Maddie having, let's face it, not just 10,000, which you hit last week, 11,000 followers on Instagram. Instagram, and the Chateau Diaries hitting 100,000 subscribers today. So thank you all. Lots of love from Lalanders. Cheers.
I hope you enjoyed today's Advent video.
And if you would like to see the one that I made last year with Michael Petherick, I will put a link to that now. Merry Christmas to you all.
Merry Christmas.